So thank you very much for sharing your time with us. Because I know, as I've mentioned in previous messages or emails, one thing that our clients share, besides the passion for fashion and craftsmanship and amazing shoes, is their agendas. Agenda and time is a very valuable asset. I don't know if you agree,
Yeah.
but and to be honest with you, we like to think that at Cambrillón, we like to think that the real luxury is time. You know, for example, the time that you invested while designing your boots, that's a very valuable asset because you chose to invest time in you to get something that nobody else has. That's luxury, I think, or we believe in our brand.
Yeah, I think you guys have the perfect combination of artisan traditional methods with an amazing platform for design. So you've got the old and the new working very well together. And not just that, obviously, with everyone in the executive market and in the world, especially like us that work in these overseas cities and expat communities, you have a very good eye for the now and a combination of the old and the new working very well. My boots in particular, as you saw, I spent a lot of time emailing you backwards and forwards and designing online, but it was more the personal service that you gave that made me extremely happy to work with you guys. And I think that approach of the personal approach is what's missing from the world today, especially in the shoe industry. I'm actually from the UK, a town called Northampton, which is a cobbler town.
Yeah,
Church's shoes are there, and I own my Churches as well. But my wife is Spanish, so I said I will try an artisan Spanish brand, and you guys were the hot hit for me. And I don't regret 1 minute of it. What you delivered and the personal tailored approach that you gave me was second to none.
That's amazing to hear, because at the end of the day, thank you very much for those words, because for us, that this formula, that relies on technology, tradition, and luxury, we believe that that's what will allow us, to actually internationalize or get our craftsmanship abroad. It's that combination is what actually works. And as you know, I mean, we call our clients, we don't call our clients clients, we call them part of a family, the Cambrillón family. And that's something
exactly.
that I've insisted with my team. We don't sell shoes, we sell the experience, because you can, as you said, I mean, you can buy your Churches or your Camino or any other luxury brand, but that personalization, which is essence in Cambrillón, or for Cambrillón is our essence, has to go a step forward, and actually deliver that service and make our clients be part of a family. That's what we believe. I want to ask you several questions, but one which I'm very keen to know your thought. Do you reckon, or do you believe that you know a man by the shoes?
Sorry?
Do you get to know a man, or can you see a man by the shoes?
Yeah, I mean, the shoes are all part of a status. I mean, with my business and my work and my front line in major cities, working in London, in Dubai, and all over the world, people, I mean, it's a superficial way of looking at it, but people are judged by their dress, their demeanor.
Yeah.
But I think the accompaniment is the watch and the shoes. Do you know what I mean? People, those two items alone, in Dubai especially, is something people look at. For me, the special and unique thing with Cambrillón shoes is what's important to me, and I like to have a wardrobe. My wife always tells me off for the amount of shoes I own, but it's part of the package when you're going to a business meeting or a formal dinner that represents quality and uniqueness. And the same with our company and what we do with projects. Everything is designed and executed based upon its unique and expectations.
So it's basically, you know exactly what we mean by the term personalization or one-to-one service. I mean, that's nice, and I do agree that you can tell a man by the shoes they wear, and I also think that shoes and watches, that's number one.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, best combo.
And I have both. I have a good selection of both.
I'm not wearing. Me too. I'm not wearing a watch today because I got bit by a bee yesterday. Here you cannot really see it.
I'm wearing a sports watch today, so it doesn't really show.
No, but
I have a selection of watches.
I do believe that people think that it's like elegance means or implies that you should always be wearing smart clothes. And I do believe that elegance is to wear the appropriate pieces of clothing for each occasion,
I mean, let's be honest, the boots that I procured from you guys, they're elegant. I can wear them with a suit. I can wear them with smart casual, and I can wear them with casual. Because the way the industry and the world of fashion is now, shoes and boots and especially Chelsea boots and these sorts of brogues that I wear a lot of, they work well with all those different outfits. Absolutely. And it's not unseen to see someone with a very high-end quality pair of brogues with a pair of jeans. Whereas before it was a pinstripe suit. Back in the 90s when I worked in London, I would be wearing a suit every time I wear these shoes, but now I feel very comfortable wearing them with jeans and a polo shirt.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, what do you think about sneakers? Do you think that sneakers have got that touch of versatility?
I think now a lot of the brands are looking at a combo and a cross between, which you have, and the patine style now is definitely becoming a sneaker or a shoe type that people wear, a boating shoe type, but with a leather upper. And I think it's for sure that you see this more and more in and especially in the industry I work in the film industry and with the most creative departments is everyone is smart casual. We're not wearing suits. We're in workwear. We're in smart casual wear, and it's that statement of being an individual, which is what you get from your shoes.
Exactly. So you've mentioned brogues. Is there a fetish shoe for you, like a model you say always wear that? I've got mine.
I mean, I like to have quite a unique look, and that's one thing you guys gave is by making it that you can have a choice of soles, choice of upper, choice of design, mix and match all of those elements. It fits with the sort of designs I like. I mean, I'm a very brogue person, Oxfords or brogues, Chelsea boots style. I horse ride, so Chelsea boots is something that I wear country wear when I'm wearing country wear and when I'm horse riding. When I'm in the commercial and the filming environment, I'm more sneakers for comfort and mobility. But a cross between the leather upper and is something that I'm definitely like wearing.
And is there any no shoe, like a prohibited shoe or model for you?
For me, stilettos.
Stilettos. That's a good one. For me, it's Crocs.
Oh yeah, definitely all this plastic foam things and flip-flops as well. I mean, flip-flops have thongs, whatever you call them, sandals.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan. I'm more in for a functional shoe, but also class as well. I try and steer clear of the mainstream brands as much as possible. In sneakers, in trainers, and these things, but it's hard not to, especially in trainers for sporting wear and things like this. So having the casual shoe, like you said, the more boating style, the Van style shoe is something that I like to see as well. And then obviously the formal and the smart casual shoes.
Good for me.
And I'm a big fan of mix and match with material and leather. So it's when you get like the tartan and the leather together and those mixing colours, it's something. I've got Scottish hair on me, so it's it's a good mixture.
Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, we spoke about this at some stage. Mixing fabric with leather, it gives a very nice movement to the shoe. You know, combining both materials is nice. It does give a flair, you know, to the shoe.
Oh yeah.
I personally own a pair of, which is actually the first pair of Cambrillón shoes that was ever produced. It was obviously, I had to see it. It's my pair of Chelsea boots. I'll send you a picture. It's like black leather with herringbone mixed there, and I still have them, and they're like 4 years old, and they're like, but again, mixing leather, not patina, because the oils kind of like ruin the fabric where both materials match, or they get like sewn together. So you have to have like plain leather. Going back to the idea or proposal we offer at Cambrillón, was that a motivation for you to actually buy a pair of Cambrillón, your first pair of Cambrillón? What's your craftsmanship nowadays in a post-COVID society?
I mean, like going back to my heritage and my hometown is living and breathing that leather industry, and having that standard in my hometown. I had always had an impression, and the smells and senses you get as a child when you're around the tanneries and everything like this, that's part of the journey. And a very young age, when I was working as a paper boy, I would save my money up to buy good quality shoes, and I would polish and clean and look after and respect those shoes, because they meant a lot to me, and it was about presentation. And then obviously when I finished all my studies and graduation, went into the military, and then I had the pride of having the buffed and shined shoes for parades and things like this, and military ceremonies where you have to be perfect in your presentation, head to toe. So journey and through my life, now I'm in extreme sports and the film production, but I still have that class and quality for the business side and social side.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. And you said something very interesting, and which I liked a lot. Respect towards the pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Like for example, us, Cambrillón. Cambrillón is a Spanish word, you know, Cambrillón, and Cambrillón is actually a part of the shoe. It's a shank, you know.
Yeah.
And well, you know what a shank is, and you should. I reckon that you might, or you will agree with me, the fact that that little part is which you don't see, like the client never sees the shank, the cambrillon. They never see it, but that small piece makes the difference between a extremely good quality pair of shoes and a regular pair of shoes.
Yeah,
and people don't see it. That's why we are called Cambrillon, because we do believe that luxury does not have to be shown off. Luxury goes in the inside. You're
same with
wearing
the watch. A
Exactly.
Swiss watch is not about what it looks on the outside. It's the craftsmanship of what is inside, the mechanism.
Exactly. So
and the handmade items,
the heritage and the actual pride, as you've mentioned, the pride that you have towards shoes. Our artisans, I usually speak to them quite often, and they feel so much pride for what they do.
Yeah,
and I like our clicking when you cut the pieces. His name is Jose, and I once asked him, Jose, would you like to change? Because they spent 8 hours cutting shoe pieces. Yeah. And asked him, like, would you be willing to change job? No, I love this, and he's been doing that for the last 40 years. And there's so much pride that is actually encouraging when we come across members of the Cambrillon family like you, which actually feel pride and respect towards a pair of shoes, which is the base of your day-to-day health. Even you stand on the shoes for hours and hours. I must ask this question: What is your next pair of Cambrillon shoes? What do you have in mind? What do you think?
I think I mentioned it. I mean, I would like a brogue or some sort of Oxford shoe with a tartan. Do you know what I mean? Something with a very good mix with the Goodyear sole, because the one thing with all shoes that I own with the leather soles is the work because I'm one of the few people that still has that tradition of resoling shoes. If I've got a pair of shoes that I love and that I've looked after the upper, I will go and have the soles repaired and changed. And I think with the Goodyear soles that you provided, it gives that extra durability, which is something that goes with the quality that you guys do.
Exactly. Yeah, great. So we would be happy for that when you decide. We'll be there for you as always. And that's it. More than needs to be, is a way of us getting to know each other. For us, it's very important. Besides all what we've spoken about, like future projects we have in mind, a lot of approaches, because it's the only way in which we can actually grow as a global brand, knowing our clients, knowing our people. In the same time. So once again, thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
And we should be seeing each other very soon.
I hope so. And then top of the Burj Khalifa, I hope I have my shoes broken in well enough to wear them up there.
That was an amazing. I mean, I didn't know it was. I mean, I didn't know it was your company.
Yeah.
I watched the ad, and I was like, honestly, I was like, wow. Like all the production would be, because at the end of the day, working in what I work in my industry, the outcome, but you also appreciate the process.
Exactly.
So my first thought was, oh my God, how on earth did they manage to put to put her on top there and be safe? They produce all of that. But that was my main question: like, how were they capable of doing it? And then I thought, this might be Alan's company. And in fact, it was. So I was very bragging, like, one of our clients is blah, blah, blah. So congratulations on that. That was an amazing production.
Thank you.
How long did it take to actually produce?
I mean, it's 2 weeks of practice, and then the execution was only 1 day. But a lot of preparation and paperwork and risk assessments and and setting up the team. But the actual execution day was only one day, and the shooting. So, but for sure, yeah, it's one that we're very proud of, and working with Emirates Airlines, who are is one of the best airlines in the world for sure. Yeah, it was very, very good for us.
Yeah, second to none. I mean, I do think that they're buzzing with.
And again, as you can see, the trend in quality that we like.
Yeah,
and Emirates Airlines is one of those qualities.
Exactly, you match both companies. So that's it. Congratulations once again. Thank you very much for your time, and we should be seeing each other soon. Hopefully,
I hope so.